What up, Neverminders? Welcome to this installment of the pod. You're here for a duo pod here. Me, Juan, talking about the Super Bowl, a little bit about Valentine's, how we're going through with that. But just wanted to check up with y'all, see how y'all are doing, give y'all a new installment of the pod. How you feeling today, Juan, man?
Dude, it's crazy. We had this planned as well. I guess not really planned, right? We were trying to get everybody together, trying to do another
Yep.
fiver or a fourver or a threever, but life happened, so ended up being the dual squad. I'm not, harping anything, but I think we're kind of the, super secret sauce that we can always get out of.
Oh,
So
yeah, that dynamic duo, man. We're
we're
in
talking
there.
about Super Bowl, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Super
And
Bowl, coming up here on the 12th. It's going to be pretty important for a lot of fans that are, you know, anticipating the whole season coming to conclusion. So how you feeling about the teams we got and how you feeling about their luck, their odds?
okay, I have only seen like 3 or 4 games throughout this whole entire like craziness, and
Mm,
the 3 or 4 games I caught is just Chiefs. So from what I've seen them doing, I'm kind of going in with them because
for sure.
I've heard a lot of things on the Eagle side where they've had matches where they full on got like dealt with, and
They did.
and then for this one for Chiefs, I haven't heard anything negative, but from what I've seen on the games they've won, dude, I don't see anything crazy about it. By the way, though, never minders, I myself am not a football fanatic. I do not watch football in my free time, but I'm the type of guy that if I enjoy sport, I will go in and I'll watch it a bit. So I'm always
For
excited for
sure.
these type of things. How are you on football? Are you a big football watcher?
I'm kind of so. Like, I try and keep up with every now and then big games, but like
Yeah,
I'm not a diehard fan
yeah,
by any means. I'll watch like the cool games happen, or someone,
yeah.
my friend tells me about a highlight. I'll watch the
Dude,
highlight, but
exactly. Yeah,
I'm not like week to week.
yeah.
But I do get excited around this time because
No,
like
yeah,
it's a good reason to watch. It's
dude,
the climax, it's the
exactly.
end. So,
No,
but
I'm
dude,
150% with you.
for sure, and I can agree. The Chiefs are a good choice, man. The Chiefs are they've
It
been playing consistent
is
and
that
they're
the
really
that's
good.
what I was gonna say. I was like, out of the 3 matches I've watched them, I don't even know the time gaps I've seen them. But let me see. Hold up. I have a list here, and I can tell you which ones I've seen them face. Here we go. Because the 3 times I watched it wasn't back to back. It wasn't like one week to the next.
Okay.
It was like I think I saw one in September. I
Mm,
saw another one in like I want to say early December,
okay.
and then just one like 2 weeks ago. So let me see
Golly.
this. So September one, what's the bird one? They had a bird.
Falcons?
I think so. It's like a
Yeah.
red bird, and they went 44-21. So that
Oh my
one was
goodness.
like they literally decimate. This is why I'm
Yeah.
saying this is from a guy who doesn't watch football a lot, knows about it. I know like all these stuff when they say the certain calls, I know about it. But from what I've seen, right, September 11th was 44-21, right?
Yeah.
And
Dang.
then the next one I had seen was did I say November or December? It was
I
it was
think you said
it was a
December.
San Diego team or
Okay.
LA
Gotcha.
team. They had a lightning
Gotcha.
bolt. Where are they? The
Chargers.
Chargers?
Chargers.
Chargers.
Yep.
Yeah. They won again. I think it was close. Here, hold up. I think I have the score. Yeah, 30-27, which again is not bad. They barely won, but they still won, right? And then the last one,
Chargers are a
it
good
says
team too.
Chargers are a good team. Okay,
Yeah, they're
well
pretty
there you
they're
go.
pretty consistent too. They have a
Yeah,
really good quarterback.
and let me see. The last match I saw was I said early January, right? Like 2 weeks ago. That
Hmm.
one was versus the one with the horse. Who's the ones with the horse?
The horse Broncos?
I think
The
it was
Denver
the
Broncos?
Denver
Were they
Broncos.
were they orange and blue?
Is that the only one with a horse?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it had a horse logo. It looked
Yeah.
like a Mustang. It
Yeah.
had like orange
Yeah,
hair.
yeah.
It
That's
probably was.
Broncos. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So
Yes, sir.
that one, I remember. It says here the score was 27-24. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, all 3 matches that I've seen with that separate time. I don't know how many games go in between. I don't even know if this is accurate, but it looks like there's a shit ton of matches they do like every week. Yeah,
Hmm.
they won each one I watched. So I From what my gut is telling me, if these guys are doing that well, and I think they're set for winning.
Yeah,
What
I
about you?
agree.
What do you think of the Eagles?
I think this year in the NFL, it's been weird like compared to other years because in other years before there would be like one standalone, okay, this team's definitely
Oh,
going
just a team that
championship.
definitely
Like
we gotta go in.
this if this team doesn't make it, they're busting, like
Mm-hmm.
there's always kind of been like there's been a dominant force before with the Patriots, Tom
Okay.
Brady and that whole Bill Belichick, the coaching, like that was a legacy, and I got to see my own team get taken down the Super Bowl from that. And then coming into like now, Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs, to me, that's that new legacy of like you always see those guys there at the championship or like at a high level. So I was expecting it, but this year has been different, like I was saying, because like there have been a lot of upsets
There've
and a
been a
lot of
lot
like
of crazy. I've heard of some
weird
of them. I don't
moves.
remember the sport, but I've heard people like at work. I'd hear about them being like, "Dude, there's no way this team went down like that," so on and so forth. Yeah, it's a
I'm trying
golden
to think of
symbol.
the
Here, let me see if I can zoom in on this. All right, I don't know if you can see that.
team.
Let me lower it. Here we go. This team.
Oh yeah, New Orleans Saints.
The New Orleans. I can't believe it's in North
Yes,
Dakota. If
sir.
somebody talk shit to me, I don't care, dude. I literally, I live in America and I don't know all my state abbreviations. Come the frick on. But yeah,
Oh, but yeah,
they
man.
they lost two in a row, like back to back, from December 24th to January 1st. They went 40-34 and then 20-10. Is what those scores were. And like I said, the freaking other team, right? The freaking
The
Kansas
Chiefs.
team, they
Yeah,
went green, 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 green. They took one L from December. They lost a few others, right? But I'm saying from the
yeah.
starting point of December
Mhm.
compared to the Eagles, they just went ham. There was one
They
game where they
did.
went overtime, but they still dominate by like a huge touchdown, bro. So
Yeah,
if we're speaking like I said consistency, and this, like I said, once again, from a non-footballer, you guys can comment and say whatever you guys want. It's fine. This is from a guy who watches these things from here and there. Consistency is key. If we're going in back to back, these guys are boom, 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 boom. While these guys
for sure.
are their last four matches or five matches out of the five, two of them they lost, and then the next few ones they brought it back in. So they're both hungry for it, right?
For
And
sure.
I I'm going for the Kansas team only because of how consistent they are. For those five, if we do 5-5 matches, right, and we do the point things, from what I've seen, these guys are already in it. To be fair to the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
Those two matches they lost, they were the two first beginning matches, right, for the five, and then the last three they've had, they just dominated. So if I'm that person, I can't be afraid too, because now it looks like they went from, okay, we took these two L's, we gotta bring it home because we're going into the final. So the last
Yeah.
three matches they just been going in. So I'm with Kansas, but I just don't know how it can go, and that's like you said, I which I didn't know. If it's this year's Super Bowl is a huge jumble of teams of like upsets and all that, it's like giving me World Cup vibes where anything goes now. Everybody is literally going in and everybody's in danger, and so I don't even want to say anything because we could get right if I'm bringing as a football fan, we could get like a full on insane game, just like we did with the fucking Messi versus Mbappe. I'm just
Heck yeah.
saying it could be something crazy where it's just back and forth. I don't know.
Heck yeah.
It's a crazy thing, but just like in the Messi Mbappe, I went with I went with Messi side. So with this one, I'm for either or. I love action, but I'm gonna take from where I started, which will be the fucking the KC's, the
Yeah,
Kansas
sir. The
City boys.
Chiefs. The Chiefs, man. They're uh it's even more impressive too for the Chiefs because I don't know if you knew about this, but this offseason they lost their number one wide receiver, which is like the
Oh
second most
shit.
important position, like the guy who scores you touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
he went to Miami to go play at home, like with his family and get more
Dude,
money.
that's
So
crazy. But look
they
at bro,
they're
they're in the
they're
finals,
building a
man.
dynasty. Yeah, they're amazing. And
That's
on your
crazy.
point of sticking with consistency and like the team that's been there most times, a lot of times they're gonna win. It's really hard to like not agree with that because you see like the championship experience and stuff and
Yeah.
playing at that game. They've played there two
Yeah.
times now, so they know what to expect.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
Eagles,
Exactly.
they've only played there a few times, so
Mm-hmm.
and not that they don't have experience, but it's like it's tough because they played whenever they got Super Bowl was like a few years ago, 5 or 6 years ago. So now it's like they got a new team. It's like they're improving again.
Yeah.
So
So do you think
and
they're the underdog for this, or how do you see it?
dude, that's so tough. That's a tough
Because
question to answer.
I can't, from my perspective, I couldn't tell who the underdog is. But I do, like I said, from the games I watched, I can't. Kansas City guys is up. The Chiefs are in
I think it's kind of like I don't know if I could label anyone an underdog
because they're
this
all
Super Bowl.
top tier
It's
expected.
kind of just like two heavyweights fighting each
Okay,
other.
there you go. See,
It's
that's what I
just
want to
like
hear. That's what I want
it's
to know.
just like Mike Tyson and freaking Frazier,
Okay, see, that's what I'm
like a
fucking.
big fight.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just like
just
two
one
people
crazy.
that like
Are really
this.
well known.
Yeah, and it's crazy because Kansas City have such a good team,
Hmm.
but the Eagles started off this season like undefeated,
Okay.
like for like 8 games or like 7 games or how long they were undefeated, and they kind of they lost that spark in the middle of the season,
Yeah.
but when the playoffs started, they started
Yeah.
beating the
I
crap out of
mean, like I
teams, bro.
said, looking at the
Like
scores that
pummelizing.
they've had, I believe you. Like I've been looking here at the things. I'm like, they got in more Reds than the fucking Chiefs have, but at the end of the day, with the last few games that they played, they've been like score wise, they've been dominating, bro. They've been putting
For
in work.
sure.
But do you think my simile, my comparison of France and Argentina both being top tier teams, is that the same way we could say this? Can I
Yeah, for
make that same
sure.
assumption? Is that these
For
are
sure.
well known top tier teams that it's gonna
It's
be something crazy or
it's pretty comparative, like this World Cup too, because there were other teams that people thought, like the Buffalo Bills, that
Mhm.
everyone thought that they were going to be a team to make a Super Bowl because they had a player almost freaking die on the field, man.
I
Like,
remember about that
and
incident.
then
Yeah.
they came back and they got beat bad in the next
Hmm.
game. Like it's like Germany coming in and like being in the quarterfinal and then losing 8-0.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't happen. Like everyone that's like an expert or
Hmm.
like study the game predict their predictions.
It
Like
just
I'm
all
sure like
gone off
all
last
of
year.
them are wrong right
Yeah.
now. Right now,
Dude,
like and
that's crazy.
it's so weird. It's
It,
so
it,
weird to
it
see
is
it.
literally it gives it from what you're telling me, dude. It's literally giving me it's a mirror image of what happened on the FIFA World Cup, and it's
Yeah.
crazy to me, and it makes me more excited because, like I said, I'm not a huge football fanatic or even close to it. I know the calls, I know what happens, what goes on when everything goes. So seeing that this is the type of tension we're dealing with for this Sunday is pretty awesome because what I love above all else, seeing your own team go in is seeing two fucking, humongous, big old apex teams going at it fist to fist, man. So seeing this
Yeah.
and hearing this, man, I'm woo, I'm ready.
It's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be a good one. I'm excited for it. And I was actually watching the Eagles play the Giants with Riot, like
Mm-hmm.
in call, and that's what really got me excited for it because at that point I knew on the other side probably Kansas City was gonna make it out because they were playing so well. But seeing the Eagles like dominate a team that I thought were above average in the Giants, it's impressive too. So like it's definitely two Titans coming to fight. We'll
Dude,
see who's got
yes,
the better
sir.
squad at the end of the day. So it's I think I'm leaning towards more of the Eagles side because I like
Ooh.
their recent games.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
like how
that's what
hot
I was
they've
talking
been.
about. Yeah, like I told you, they've been popping
And
off, bro. The last few
and
scores.
their quarterback is from Houston too. So like,
Oh
that's
shit.
I think
Okay.
even
Hmm.
if they weren't popping off, I think I have to root for
You'd
the
have
Eagles
to
because
for a
I just like
little
the
bring it
quarterback.
back Texas, yeah. No,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm with you.
Little Texas hospitality right
Yes,
there.
sir. Well,
But
never
we'll
mind.
see,
If
man.
you're reaching this part, you guys tell us what you guys are. What's your thoughts? What are you guys going for? Whose team are you getting at? And so on and so forth. I guess going off of that, right, bringing in the Super Bowl vibes. What do you think halftime?
Ooh,
What are you thinking halftime show?
halftime.
What do you think if we expecting?
I'm expecting at least Rihanna or Beyonce. One or the
Wait,
other.
on the for realsies?
No, seriously, I want one of them.
Have they? Do they ever like ahead of time like say who they're gonna have?
Yeah, they do. I just don't keep up with that type of stuff
Oh,
because, like,
dang it,
it's not
man.
about the
Okay,
game most of the time. I won't keep up
who
with
would
it.
you want? While I'm looking this up, who would you want?
Ooh, like a dream halftime
Yeah,
show. Who would I? If I could pick anybody,
yeah,
dead or alive, or just alive right now?
yeah. You know what? Fuck it, dead or alive? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
Dude, I knew you
I
were
want the
gonna say
moonwalk on the
it.
stage.
I knew.
I need that moonwalk.
Dude, Michael Jackson Super Bowl is insane, dude. No, you're not wrong.
That is something.
I
Oh my
mean,
god, that would
last
be
year's
crazy.
was 50 Cent, right? That one went hard too.
50 Cent was
Was,
in
was
there.
it
Yeah, he
right?
was going
50
crazy.
Cent, Eminem,
Yeah, I think
or
you're right.
was it
I
the
didn't
year
watch.
before that? You
I
didn't watch
wasn't even
last year?
like,
Oh, okay.
nah. For the past couple of years, I haven't been watching Super Bowls.
I'm pretty
I've
sure
been
it's 50
working a
Cent
lot.
then, and 50 Cent was hanging upside down. Let me see. Performance. It says Rihanna.
Oh, Rihanna?
It says Rihanna will take center stage February 12th in
Yeah,
Glendale, Arizona. She is set to steal the
Glendale.
show at Super Bowl State Farm Stadium. So we're getting Rihanna. But as you guys know, just like last year where they announced that it was gonna be Eminem, he brought in
Mhm.
Eminem or Snoop Dogg. It was Snoop Dogg, Eminem, 50 Cent, Kendrick. I think made a later on show. It was like something insane. It was something like that.
Oh, dang.
So we'll see what Rihanna brings into the table. Maybe a Pitbull, bro. A Pitbull Rihanna, a little slinger, flow rider.
That's
Ooh.
dream dude right there.
Dude,
Can you
I'd be
imagine?
so in it. I enjoy the Super Bowl for that same thing. It feels like a show for me. It's the same, like I said, World Cup vibes. It's the same thing. None of my family watches football, but we'd watch it. At first, we kind of watched it because everyone around us would talk about it, and then I was like, you know what, I'll take a gander, and then I realized, dude, it's kind of cool, it's kind of fun. I don't know
It
the
is fun.
teams, but I get into it. I'm like, oh my god, this and that, and then having the halftime show, I think, like, if I'm being real, football's got that. We gotta have a
Oh
halftime for
yeah,
the World Cup, bro. Something
yeah,
crazy
for
like
sure.
that. That'd be kind of cool. I
That would be
I
awesome.
like I love the halftime shows because it like, I don't know how to say it, but so American. it's
For
such a
sure.
it's such an American feeling, and like I don't know, it hypes me up and gets me ready to see the rest of the thing. I know my family, once they watch like the halftime show, they're kind of done. My little brother, I'll try and get him in. I'll be like, let's watch it for a bit. He'll come in, he'll look at it for a little bit, and then he's off again. And it's cool, but dude, I fuck with Super Bowl just watching it. I don't know, like I said, who's the real deal, big deal, but when I get into watching it, I'm invested. I always do, this or that, that or this.
Yeah, it's kind of like just chaos. Like you can't look
Yeah,
away.
exactly, bro.
It's so
Exactly.
intriguing. It's so weird. But like just watching these grown men freaking hit each other and stuff, you're like, oh, this is interesting. Like it's
No, that's
completely
exactly true.
opposite of like soccer to me. And like, I mean, there are still like a lot of technical players that I'm sure work on their footwork and work on
Oh
their
yeah,
route running
150%,
in
dude.
football.
Yeah, oh
But
yeah.
soccer is like it's so like artistic. It's so
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah,
individualistic.
no,
It's just like
150%, bro.
you
It's
can
it's
you can. It's
it,
so different
that's what I like to see because a lot of people, and I understand, a lot of Americans love harping on football because they said, there's not enough contact.
or
Everybody's a
it's
pushover
slow.
for it. There's
Yeah,
not enough, scores being shot in,
yeah,
goals, whatever. I understand that, but that's what I wanted to see. It's it's an artistic style versus a gladiator warfare, bro. Like
for sure.
like football is full on tactical, fist to fist, bite to bite.
Mhm.
Rawr, there's rules there set and bound, but it's a battlefield, dude. It's a full on
It
battlefield.
is.
And,
It
and
is 100%.
football is also a battlefield, but it's a battlefield where it makes you try to find an artistical way to perform and get the points. You know, I fuck with both. They're each one. I feel like they're each like a different side of the same coin. They're both just
Yeah,
crazy competitive, but they each are polar opposites when it comes to you know the way it's displayed on the screen. I don't know. I think each
for
one
sure.
takes its own type of skills. I guess speaking off of
Sure.
that, do you celebrate Super Bowl frequently?
So I have a couple times, like I've been over to friends' houses and they've had events or something. But me personally, I never hosted one.
Oh.
It would be cool, like, maybe if my team was in, whenever I was the thing was, like, my team is Seattle,
Mm-hmm.
so we won in 2013 and
Yeah, that's not
2014
that
we
far off.
lost.
What the hell?
Yeah, but I was super young. I was a kid, so
Yeah.
like I was, 14 or something, and I was didn't have my own place or anything like that. So maybe if they went again, I would do it. Maybe we could
Yeah.
have everyone from the Nevermind crew pull up, and that would be fun,
Oh
man.
shoot, dude,
That
that'd
would be
be
a lot of fun.
dude. It's gonna happen at some point in
Yeah,
these years.
I'm putting in
It go
fruition
down,
right now,
dude.
manifesting it.
150%.
If it does happen, you have my word here on footage.
A hundred
Y'all,
fifty
y'all are
percent. You guys
welcome.
heard it here first. I
A
uh,
lot.
I guess going off of that, I myself, like I said, we aren't football fanatics or even
Mm.
close to watching football games at all. Um, we kind of like wanted to try it out, test the waters. So we're kind of on and off. Last year we definitely watched. I think the year before was the SpongeBob one. I think that's
Oh
the
yeah,
one we
okay,
watched. So
okay.
we're 2 for 2 this Sunday. I'm planning on doing it again, seeing how well it goes off. And usually
Gee.
what we do is um we'll get food, because that's all I hear everybody at work talking about. Oh, I can't wait for the Super Bowl feast that we're gonna have all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, God damn. So for the past 2 years, what we would do was order pizza, get some wings, and that's about it. What
That's a party right there to me,
have
bro.
you if you've ever gone to when you said you've gone to Super Bowl parties, what do they usually have for foods?
So they would serve like I went to one that had like this queso dip that was so nice that they made themselves with like ground meat. That they made
Yeah.
like a big tub of it and just had it in the table on like a hot plate, so it was always warm. They made like tacos and stuff like that. They made they order pizza and stuff
Mhm.
like that, but I'm trying to think if there's really anything else. I think I remember one year I went and the family I went to their team was in it, so they won and we had like ice cream floats. It was pretty cool.
What the hell?
Yeah,
That's amazing.
they
What
went all
the
out. It's
dude?
different when your team wins, right? When your team
Dude,
wins, it's
that's
like
crazy.
it's a party.
Fucking
So,
blows. Yeah. What do you like if you had a choice on what type of food you'd have at like in the Super Bowl party or on your own during the Super Bowl? What do you think fits the picture of a Super Bowl? Like what type of food?
hmm, definitely some nachos.
Mm,
Definitely some nachos with some ground beef and
mm-hmm.
some guacamole. There's some sour cream on there. And definitely you cannot leave out wings. Wings are
Wings are a must.
S tier plus
Yes,
plus
sir.
for
Dude,
especially for Super Bowl, bro.
150%. Like I said, here that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully this Sunday is the plan. I'm gonna make sure to see if we can get that wings. If we're speaking wings, what are you? Are you drumstick? What are you?
Oh my god.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but
I, I I hate to
I'm super
identify
curious.
myself there. I hate to identify myself, but I'm a drumstick enjoyer, man. I have to enjoy stick.
What, dude? I
Yeah.
think that's like the ultimate. Dude, I'm with you 150%. I think drumstick is like the top tier part of the wing. I
Yeah.
love every other piece, but I think traditionally when you think of wings, it's the drumstick. I don't pick at like the wing is cool, but I think iconically speaking, if you look up buffalo wings, the first thing that's gonna come up is the drumstick. 150%.
I used to be a wing like connoisseur. I used to like
Yeah,
go for wings first. I used to be like, oh, I love, I don't know, something about the bone, like more bones being in there.
being the double
Like
bone. Yeah.
even though they were like skinnier, they made the meat taste better to me. Maybe it was just like placebo effect. I just had that in mind. But as soon as I transitioned from like lemon pepper guy to more like a buffalo guy in terms of like
Ooh,
sauce,
okay.
bro, the drumsticks on buffalo on some hot buffalo, bro, you're feeling it, and it's super good.
So you were
Like
lemon
super good
pepper for a
chicken.
long time?
Lemon pepper die hard, bro. I don't
Yeah.
know what it was growing up. I was just like not the biggest
You didn't
hot
like the
food.
okay. You
I
were
wasn't super
but
into
you
spicy
you you
stuff.
were into like dry rubs?
Yeah, definitely more the dry rub guy. Like I would get lemon pepper, maybe like something like Thai
Damn.
spice, but not like a Thai sauce,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah. Just
a
it's
Thai
a full
dry
on dry
rub.
rub, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
So and then growing up, I went to like Buffalo Wild Wings, and as I got older, I became more of a
Saucy guy.
sauce guy, but
Yeah.
it got hard, bro. Even adjusting it was spicy. Even medium buffalo was
Yeah.
like, oh,
No,
freaking
dude.
hot.
I respect the dry rubs, but I don't feel satisfied if that's all I had. Like I need the sauce. If I don't have the sauce, I feel like I'm not really having wings. I'm like, is that really wings? Because
Sure.
I don't know why, but at that point, I feel like I'm having El Pollo Loco. You know, I'm just
Yeah,
having, I'm just
that's very
having,
true. That's very
I'm just
true.
having a fried chicken. You know, something like that from KFC or something like that. I'm
And then
like,
not
well,
that El
I
Pollo
need
Loco is
this.
bad,
No,
but
it's
it's
not. Yeah,
just
no, 150
it
percent, dude.
does taste like El Pollo
No,
Loco a
yeah,
little bit.
at that, but like the sauciness is what makes it a buffalo wing. I'm like, dude,
For sure.
I need the sauce with the ranch, right? 150% ranch dip, or you just go in raw.
Dude.
Yeah. I need to hear it. I
Uh,
need to hear it. You need to put it in.
I gotta admit it, but I'm a blue cheese enjoyer, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my god, that's
I broke
insane.
my rival with ranch, bro. My I don't know what it was. I think it was my ex, because my ex is super into ranch, and she put
Everything,
ranch on her pizza.
dude.
It's just
That
like
okay.
it's a little bit like I understand the take. I've done it. It's tasty, but after a few times, it's kind of like a little bit too much for
So
me.
you got
So
tired of it. Understand?
yeah, I got tired from ranch. I had to move on to blue cheese.
That's
More
crazy though. Blue cheese, dude.
dignified, man. You don't
I
like blue
respect.
cheese? I
Respect.
love it,
I
man.
don't know blue cheese with wings. Blue cheese with
Really?
wings, rocket.
Yeah, bro. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I think
I've
I
had
thought it
it
was
with
like
wings.
common.
No,
I thought it was
it
like
is.
common.
But I feel like it take doesn't it like take away? Don't you feel like it like overpowers sometimes the rest of yeah?
Yeah, it does. And whatever I do is I'll just like put less,
Yeah.
than I would of ranch, because ranch
You're
really
talking
doesn't do
like
that.
you're talking like blue cheese dip, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
blue cheese.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah. I feel like it overpowers the flavor on the wing.
Yeah,
That's a me thing though.
you
Like
got to be
that.
careful with it. You
Yeah.
can't put like too much on it, because it's gotta like add a little bit, but it can't be like over the whole flavor.
Yeah.
So I agree.
Like for me, I have ranch, right? And I feel like the ranch complements the rest of the flavors because it's easily infused into things. Whenever you're making sauces, there's at some point in any sauce you make, they've involved some type of ranch, some type of regular ranch has been put in to mix it up, you know.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
that's what I feel like is the magic of that sauce, is that it's made to fuse itself into any other sauce. But I do respect the blue cheese. I've had it. It's delicious. It really is. And I'm with you 150%. I just really thought you were full on ranchman. I'm you know,
No,
like,
dude,
I
no.
respect though. I understand
I'm a
150%.
reformed blue cheese stan, man.
Yeah.
I love blue cheese.
I guess speaking of, since you mentioned the ranch thing with your ex Valentine,
Heck yeah. Two-way
what do
transition.
what you feeling romantical on? Does that change
Sheesh.
anything with you these days?
Sheesh, no, man. I I I would like to feel romantical. That's a goal of mine, but not the right lady popped in to my life yet, so I'm chilling on that. But I mean, it's in the plans. Like I have, I do. I feel like I haven't had. I've had Valentines with women before that were,
Yeah.
like, bad, that were okay, that were good,
Okay.
but I haven't had, like, the one that's like, "Okay, this is my best
Yeah.
Valentine's," with
Okay. So that's what I
and, like,
want to
it
say.
helped.
Do you when Valentine's comes into play, right?
Mhm.
Do you feel like do you feel kind of pressured on Valentine's Day? Do you gotta find some type of something to go out with the chick to ask the chick out for Valentine's Day, or that you need to be with a partner, man or woman, for that day, or do you
Yeah.
just not give a shit? You just move on
Yeah,
with your
I'm
day.
not gonna lie, but before I would kinda, like, take more notice to it because I would see, like,
Couples everywhere.
friends and family
Mhm.
doing it, so I'd be like, "Oh, this is cool, I wanna do this too, I
Yeah.
wanna have special someone for even if it's for a day too." But now, I've just become to the point to where I'm like, it's just another holiday that
Mm,
people wanna spend money on, and the whole point of the holiday is, like, so we can spend money and,
yeah.
like, go get reservations and, like, go do nice things, and I love the meaning behind
Yeah.
it, but it's I'm not gonna
It's
lie, it gets
not.
expensive.
Yeah. 150%.
And it's pretty stressful too,
Yeah.
like, if you're not planning for it,
Hmm.
then on the even on the week of, you're calling up restaurants, freaking McDonald's, like,
Yeah.
"Hey, do you have a spot at 8?" And they're like, "No." So it's like,
I just realized what you
everywhere's
said. He
reserved,
said
bro.
at McDonald's, dude. I fucking
I
respect
swear.
McDonald's. I need you to save
McDonald's
that
by
seat
every
next to
table in
Ronald
McDonald's is
McDonald,
reserved.
brother. Put me in
Yeah,
there.
what the hell? What's where's
It's
the kiddies meal when I need that,
amazing,
bro?
man. That's crazy.
That's
Yeah,
crazy, man.
I this is gonna be my first year as single
Oh,
as
yeah?
well. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I never had like an issue with it, and I bring this up because I have friends, and then I've had students who come in and talk to me about those things, how they feel like pressure, they feel sad about it, they feel like it's a day that makes them sad as a single person, and I'm like, no, it's not. I think, regardless of when I was in a relationship and now that I'm not, I never felt the pressure or that it was Valentine's was meant for romance with everybody, but I feel like it's
Right.
more of a day of romantical stuff. Does that make sense? It's like a
Mhm.
day of practicing romance with whatever, whether it's with yourself or with anyone. That's a
For
me
sure.
thing. 150%. Every commercial you're gonna look at, Hershey Kisses, whatever it is, they're always gonna have a partner and a partner, right? But I also think, dude, and I've done this before, like, shit, if I'm going out there and there's like a good ass looking treat, I'm going in there and I'm like writing it to myself. Amen. Eating that freaking chocolate covered heart shaped strawberry double double and just scarfing it down, and I'm a happy man. You know.
Yeah.
So to those, my message to everybody who feels like that, don't. It's don't hate the holiday. Oh, I guess I was about to say, don't hate the holiday, hate the people. But
Hate the happy people that are in a
yeah,
relationship while we're single.
they're doing their own thing. They're enjoying their own time. Maybe at some point they might break up. You never know what can happen. Maybe they don't.
You might be happier than them later, you
Yeah,
never know.
right. That's what I'm saying. Just enjoy that day, or just don't do it at all. It shouldn't be a pressure ever. And I think we went over this right on the Christmas holiday.
Yes,
How it
sir,
can be
yeah.
another holiday thing.
Yeah.
It's something that should be fun. Should be explored with everybody in some way, shape, or form. Of course, it might sting. You might be over there and next to you at the bus. There's like two people making out behind you. They're making all these lovey-dovey noises. Oh my
Could
god,
have
it's the
been
most
me.
thing. Oh, things like that. But I think, dude, it's like it's also a time for you to enjoy the sense of romance. Go out there,
Heck yeah.
go buy yourself a fucking flower, go give. And I've done this before when I had money to give. I would sometimes at work I buy like a flower or thing and I give away to teachers or to students because it's just a romantical way. Here's the message. Boop, boop. Some of the teachers took it the wrong way, thinking I was hitting on them, and then they'd be like, "Oh hey, do you have plans for tonight?" I'm like, I didn't just give it to you, Jennifer. I gave it to to all these other girls over here too, and they'd scoff at me, and I'd be like, I apologize. Mostly because I'm not gonna spend money, dude. That thing is expensive. I ain't no way, dude. There's no shot.
Dude. Crazy, man.
It's a lot of money. But I at the point of what I'm making, enjoy Valentine's Day or just completely ignore it, but don't ever feel like Valentine's Day means you need a partner. You can look at your homies if you really want to show some love like that. Go to your homies, make them call you gay or what, whatever you want.
That's what we do.
But whatever you want, but enjoy the holiday, man. There's a lot of badass treats. There's a lot of cool ass foods on Valentine's Day. So don't feel ashamed. If you're single, you got more money in your pocket. Always look at the pluses over the negative. It's a cool day to see
sure.
the type of expressions they have with Valentine's. It's always gonna be like that. Because there's no shot that in kindergarten they're having you celebrate this, expecting you to be in a relationship. It's just a time of giving affection to everybody around you. But for that's me justifying it. For all of those who are in couples, as all the single people will say, "Fuck you." I'm not gonna say that, but it's the way it goes. Do you have anything for that, Carlos? Anything for Valentine's that you wanna share
Yeah.
upon?
In addition to what you said, I think I really like the point that you brought that like if you don't have anybody yet, or if you're like content with being by yourself, spend that day with yourself and just like
Mm-hmm.
learn to love yourself. That's
Yeah.
so important, just to like like reward yourself for
Yeah.
like the work you put in to
150%.
make it this
Yeah.
far. And if you do have a partner, get some flowers, make
Enjoy it.
reservations,
150% enjoy
enjoy,
it.
like have fun, like be yourself.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to
150%.
be honest and be like, yo, I'm having fun. Like this is the best
150%.
Valentine's I had, or this is the
Yes.
worst Valentine's I had.
Yeah.
No, don't
Joe,
say that. Don't say the worst.
No.
Not the
I would
worst.
say that. No. You know what I'm
That's
talking
too
to.
honest. That's way too honest.
But
Yeah,
it
man,
is
just
true what Carlos is saying. I
for sure,
freaking
man.
150% agree with that, brother. Because I didn't think about that. I'm over here showing love and confidence to single people, but there's couples that do overdo it, and it sucks
For
because
sure.
then they have the pressure of expectations for the next year if they make it to the next year, but so on and so forth. And you're right. Then they end up not enjoying it because now it's a task. I gotta make sure I show
Yeah.
this and that and that and this
Should
instead
never
of
be a task.
yeah. It's a day. Like I said, made for everybody. But you're gonna be on a romantic thing on Valentine's. Like tuck her up, buckle up, go in, enjoy yourself, go out there, do whatever you gotta do, be romantical, all that
Heck
stuff,
yeah.
man. It doesn't. There's no pressure to it.
Yeah, use protection too.
Yeah, use protection. Make sure you guys are. That's right. Make sure you guys are using protection. Trojan is gonna sponsor Nevermind at some point, so you better make sure you're buying the right sizes. I worked at Rite Aid on Valentine's Day, and let me tell you right now, chumps, there were a lot of males and females coming in over there and asking me, "Hey, where do you sell the bee?" You know what I'm talking about. Go over there, be responsible, okay? I don't want you guys going over there and getting unresponsible. Now I'm on the rant as a papa on everybody, okay?
For
Need
real,
you
man.
guys on top of your game. Get it
Need
in
that
there.
Durex, need that Magnum.
Get that
Whatever you
Magnum.
need.
Yep. Make
Practice being
sure,
safe.
men, when the ladies provide you with one, open it up, go get a glass, and make sure there's no holes. Okay? I know they say it's bulletproof, but trust me, they'll bite it. Okay? Just making sure. This is the bro sister. Same with the sister. Watch out for roofies if you go to the bar. Make sure you don't get freaking pregognated for Valentine's. They're like, here's your gift, boom, a baby, and then they run away.
I heard Drake put some hot sauce in his.
No shot. Wait.
Yeah, bro. I swear I heard it put hot sauce like kill the cells. It's crazy.
Drake the kind of
He's
guy to
insane.
spice up his love night. Jesus
For
Christ.
real.
There's
Come
no
here, girl. Let me
shot.
season you up.
Dude, that's exactly what. Dude, he's a madman. Oh my god, who was the poor lady?
I hope I never
That's
know, man.
crazy, bro. He
I hope I
burnt
never
her up,
interact with
literally. That's
Imagine that's
insane.
your wife. Oh my god, imagine that's your wife.
Hey, I'm spicing it up tonight. She's like, oh,
I like it. Brings back
Oh,
good
dude.
memories.
No, dude. Oh my god.
That's terrible. That's
Dude,
terrible.
that is insane. Oh my god, that's crazy, dude.
Valentine's, man.
Valentine's go crazy. Like I said, see, you can
They
always
do.
poke fun at it. Make memories, guys. And like I said, don't be. Well, you can. You know what? You can be stupid. You can go do stupid stuff. Just don't make stupid stuff that'll make you regret it. There you go.
Oh
You can
yeah.
always be stupid, just
What?
don't make regrettable stupid.
One more thing.
Yeah,
If
go for it.
you have a crush or anyone you like or anything like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
do not be afraid. Do not be
Yes.
afraid to shoot your shot. It's
Dude.
Valentine's Day. That's the one like big opportunity.
Yep.
Like you don't have to do anything crazy or anything, but it's a good way to get yourself in
Yeah.
to get to know somebody.
Dude,
So
it's
even as
literally
friends, even whatever,
it's
just
literally your day to shoot your shot.
utilize that day. Yeah. It's that day when none of your friends or peers will be like, "Oh, you talked to so and so. Like, why'd you do that?" It's Valentine's Day.
It's
Like
Valentine's Day. Everyone's gonna shoot their shot. And
everyone's
so,
gonna shoot their shot.
like going off of what Carlos said, dude, you have nothing to lose.
Exactly.
And you like you cannot go with assumptions, man. I've seen so many people like talk to me about it. They're like, should I do this? Should I do that? I'm like, sure. I'm not clairvoyance, brother. Go do it. You won't know until you do it, brother.
Straight up.
I'll pep talk you into it, but let me tell you, you're not gonna know if you're gonna hit that fucking bird until you throw the rock. You know, you gotta get in there, throw your shot, shoot your shot. What Carlos said, dude, that is the biggest thing ever. Go and do it. Take advantage of it. Now you have an excuse. What freaking Rapunzel is gonna not tell you. Why are you telling me this now? Hello. Cupid arrow over here, Valentine's Day, perfect time to do it. It's 150% it. You know,
utilize that timing, man. Make it your day, and just make it one of the best days, man. Because you'll never know. Like one saying, you'll never know, and the worst that they can say is no, or I'm not interested, or I have a boyfriend, or I have a girlfriend.
Exactly. Which
that's the worst they can say.
It's the worst they can say.
Like not even bad. Like you're like okay, and then you move on.
Yep.
And you find maybe another interest later on, but like. That's you gotta at least try, you know, or else you're gonna be doubting.
Yep.
Like that's one thing. I have regrets from high school and like growing up, and it's like I wish I would have talked to this person more because they were so cool. Like why did I not? Why was I so worried about them accepting me? Like whatever they already did. Like I should have asked this person to go out for coffee. Just don't be that guy. Like you live it, and then just say. At least you can go back and say like, dang, she did say no to me, or they did say no to me. He did say no to me, but. At least I tried, you know. I can't say I didn't try, so that's something you can be proud of.
It gives you closure, dude. It's what you want.
100%,
150%. And I'm gonna say it to everybody, you know, boys, girls, aliens, you know, whatever the hell you are. Like Valentine's Day, think of it video game wise as a stat boost. It's a day where it's an XP boost day to level up. Get in there, fucking throw your shots for whatever it is, you know. It's a fantastic day, man, to do something about it. Go do it. Like I said, and we've said this, holidays should never bring you pressure. It's meant to be celebrated in whatever way, shape, or form you want to. It should never be meeting a certain criteria. And that's why, like, we're going back to the holiday thing where we mentioned Christmas shouldn't be tied to religion. You can put religion into it, but it should never tie it so it restricts it to everything. I don't think any holiday should ever be bound by that. You know, you're free to do what you like, free to celebrate however you want, man.
It's the same with Valentine's, man. If you want to spend it by yourself,
dude,
buy yourself 100%. A nice game on Steam.
Let's go, baby.
Hogwarts,
man, I'm telling you, you guys might see us and the boys gaming on Valentine's, man. We're gonna get romantic.
You might, yeah, maybe.
We'll see what happens, but like I said, don't. It doesn't matter, man. It's a holiday. You don't celebrate it, there you go, whoop-de-doo, you move on. But if you see the chance that you can do something about it, you know, do something about it. It's always cool to do something about those holidays, man. I think people fret too much for little things like that, you know. It's a special day, so make it magical in your own way, shape, or form, man.
Enjoy it.
Shoot your shot, you know. If you had planned, right, because I had this other, it was a viewer. It was like 3 years ago, and she planned. It's a girl. She planned this for her boyfriend. So they're already in a relationship, and she wanted to go through all of these things. They're gonna go to Disneyland. Then after that, they were gonna go to dinner at near Disneyland restaurant, and then after that, they were gonna spend a night somewhere else. So she had cleared her work schedule for that day. She wanted to surprise her boyfriend, which I had already told her. I was like, ooh, you should have told him with time. And he tells her, I got to work early morning, and then I can do it in the afternoon. So she was her, and I told her, no, now you have the plan, so you go in with yourself for that day until he comes out, then you go in with him and spend the rest of the evening. Like I said, don't fret the small stuff. It only gives you more room to make bigger things as you go on. You can always take any situation that goes down and make it better, man. They'll never ever make it a bigger deal than what it should be, man. It's just the
Heck
way it
yeah,
goes,
man.
dude. It's holidays are meant to be enjoyed. They're meant to be fun, you know. If you're poor right now, it's okay. You know, broke boys is how it goes. You'll figure something out.
Oh, it is, man.
Broke boys. But it's okay. Figure out something. It'll work out, man.
And
Yeah.
another little bit of advice, man. Like, if you're that guy or girl that's looking at, the best looking guy or girl or whatever,
Mhm.
you got to realize, like, that super good looking person, a lot of times people are scared to talk to them.
That is true.
They're
Dude.
nervous.
Yeah.
Do not be afraid to get yourself in there on Valentine's Day.
Get in
and
there.
end up with the baddest baddie man, baddie woman, baddie them, baddie person. Like, it's the one day you can do that. So, and the one day that everyone's probably too scared to call them or text them, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Everyone assumes they're already doing something, So, hey, man, that's a little wise words from the king right now.
Yeah.
Get yourself in there.
Yeah, baby.
Finesse yourself in there.
Yeah.
I want to see some good stories out of Valentine's coming from our group, and just, I got this super baddie. Yo.
That's true, chat. We're looking at you guys, never minders. If you guys got something crazy to share it in the comments, man. Tell us about it. It'd be cool to see into it what you guys plan, or if you guys don't plan anything. Like I said, it's cool either way. I think that's a freaking amazing advice. Yeah. And don't ever be intimidated by however high it is. If you're really planning on being with that person, that shouldn't intimidate you. Because you picked them for a reason. So now you got to man up or woman up, whatever the hell you want, and go and face him, man. And if that really is, if you're that serious about it, that those things should not be the reason that stop you. There's no point
100%.
At backing down because of little things like that. It's cool. I respect that, man. Hell yeah.
100%, man.
I guess with that being said, you got anything else for this whole thing? Anything you want to say, bring up?
Just get to enjoy Super Bowl. If you're not watching Super Bowl, spend some time with your family or do what you want to do. That's fun. Play a game with your boys or whatever. But coming up here are 2 days that I want to see the community get together and start to, like, have fun together. If you're not with somebody, we got a community here that got people that want a game, want to be involved, and I want to be just involved too. So, like, just make sure make sure we spend time with each other, telling each other how much we value each other, all that, because we're here enjoying these days, but, like, life is pretty short, and you don't know how long you're going to be able to have, like, these upcoming, like, fun days, Valentine's, Super Bowl. So just enjoy it while you're here, man. Just have fun and ask that girl out that's super cute, or ask that guy out, or ask them out that's you're interested in. Just don't be afraid, man. Just get in there for Valentine's Day and make all of us Neverminders, all the Nevermind gang, and make all of us proud, man. That's what it's about.
150%. Yep, I love that. Hell yeah, baby. All right, then we'll see you guys on the next one. Like I said, if you guys enjoyed what you're watching, make sure you guys drop likes. It helps out the channel a lot because it pushes out the podcast so more people can see it.
Push it out.
We are out freaking out. Juan's got this.
Yes, sir.
And freaking Carlos over here. We're heading out. Never mind it, baby. Good luck on the Super Bowl.
Take it easy, bye. Good luck getting dates. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, baby.
How's it going, man?